God. Welcome to 30 Going on 13. I'm Maddie. This is Liv. We're hanging. We're having fun. It's summer.
We're hanging.
It's summer.
It's summer.
It's summertime.
What is that? What's that beer thing? The beer of summer.
Oh, what's
Brava.
Is that the one that's brewed in the Hamilton Harbor?
It's like,
that's gonna go ahead and be Brava.
Is it Brava?
Brava.
Brava. The beer of summer.
Now do it how they actually say it. Why don't you try it that way? Brava is grew up on Brava.
Did
Hometown
you?
heroes.
I've never had it.
I hope they don't use the water from Hamilton Harbor because it's infected it, and every year you're not supposed to swim in it. Three-eyed fish type stuff we're talking about. Oh yeah,
that's cool. That's
a lot of mutants.
That's Simpsons.
It's Simpsons. It is Simpson in nature. Okay, I have a few things to talk about before we dive into a Dance Mom week. It's a Dance Mom week. We're talking about Dance Moms this week.
We're like driving.
Okay, wait, why didn't I get that joke? What did you just say? Dive in? We're like driving?
You said until we dive into Dance Moms.
Yeah.
And I said
drive in.
Dive in.
More like drive
in.
Why though?
That's a dance kind of move.
A drive in?
Drive.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
I thought you said drive in.
No.
And I was like,
drive.
I'm trying to connect
Drive
these
in.
concepts with abstract concepts for my girl and I can't do it.
You made me feel like I was
No. More like drive in. Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that was really good. And we're gonna be talking about Abby Lee. We're gonna be talking about
probably your
Maddie
history.
Hiegler. I'm gonna be recounting some of my trauma, but before we do that, well, a lot of my trauma actually, because it's still I'm watching, getting triggered by Dance Moms.
That's what I figured.
Oh yeah, stuff I hadn't thought about in years. So now, on top of that, I have a couple items I want to go through, housekeeping style. I'd like you to respond to them in a humorous nature, and then I would like to discuss Dance Moms. Does that sound good to you?
A book of matches for this one.
Oh, we have to do a pop of the week. That's going to be really fun. Okay, first things first.
Also, I have a gift for you.
For what and for why?
From Easter.
Ugh, I don't deserve it. Honestly, I don't.
Wait
deserve
till you get it.
I've been naughty. I was acting up.
Wait till you get it.
The bunny didn't even come to my house. The bunny goes, "You're fucked. You've been a terrible bitch this year. Everybody is talking about you behind your back. I'm not coming to your house. I'm not bringing you chocolate."
Oh, the bunny came to me via Joel.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Easter bunny loves you, hates me. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Lint is doing this cool thing where they do little carrots that are like little umbrellas.
Oh.
It's like a carrot.
Ooh.
And then it has a plastic little umbrella handle. They're adorable.
Plastic umbrella handle carrot. Okay, carrot.
And it looks like an umbrella. It's like perfect little triangle, cone triangle. Coniferous.
I'm having a hard time picturing this right now. I don't know why.
Imagine when
it's
an
not your
umbrella
fault.
is closed.
Yeah.
But imagine it was perfectly.
Oh, I love that.
Triangle.
That's beautiful. I'm obsessed with that.
Becky's seen them online. And then
flip that guy back.
And then the tinfoil makes it look like it's carrot. But then there's a green little handle at the. So turn it upside down.
Okay.
If you turned it upside down.
I'm looking.
It's like a little umbrella.
So cute. Obsessed with that.
We don't really understand. He's like, well, but why do they have these little hooks on the end? I said, to hang it on your Easter tree.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
When you and your family on the eve of Easter would decorate your Easter tree.
Now, is this coming because now you don't really know, like you're kind of like Easter dumb. You don't really know Easter sort of the way me and Becky do because we're Catholic. You're
what, in a religious way?
Yeah,
I know it in a commercial way.
That's
I did the hunts.
Do you think? Oh, you did the hunts?
I did the hunts.
Okay.
As a child, I did.
Well,
Easter.
you were talking about
because I was saying as an adult, but maybe that's just because we don't have kids.
Yeah,
I was seeing a lot of like
think
Easter
kids is
culture online, and I was like, why are all these people participating so much in Easter? But it's because kids.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. So you thought adults were still kind of like
going ham on Easter,
hunting. Well, hunting eggs.
Well, I guess hunting. Yeah.
Well, hunting eggs
but also like posting
field.
like Happy Easter.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that definitely would be the kids that without
prompting
kids.
that.
What is Easter?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right. I get you. Okay. I fully get you. I thought you were Easter dumb, which is my new term. And so I thought you were kind of like an idiot about Easter and didn't know anything. Well, didn't know what it was.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, this dummy
No,
doesn't even know.
I had baskets.
Got it.
You're
Totally.
dumb for thinking I was Easter dumb.
Listen.
One year I ate so much chocolate that I got
That's the thing too.
an allergic reaction.
Too?
And then we thought that I was then allergic to chocolate. But I think I'd actually just gone so hard on it.
That's so
that
funny.
I induced an allergy.
You would be such a different person if you did have an addiction or Hello? An allergy to chocolate. That would be life-changing, I think, for you culturally. Because you love chocolate.
I do.
That would be a cultural reset.
It would be a physical reset.
What would you... No.
It would be an emotional, social, cultural.
You've said to me many a time, I love plain chocolate that comes in the foils.
Oh, yeah.
That's so wild to me.
I was going cuckoo on...
I love that.
I love I love a salt of the earth, man.
Simple.
Foil chocolate.
Totally. Layman.
No frills.
No
the
frills.
people's chocolate.
The people's chocolate.
Last night I was having like a no-name
Less is
brand, like Solid Bunny in a box.
Yeah.
Solid Bunny.
How big?
He was about that.
He's a little one.
But he's solid.
Solid as a rock.
Yeah.
I love that. You don't see many solids these days. You're usually getting the hollowed out bees.
Well, because the solids are usually, your no-name.
Totally.
Layman. And that's my favorite type.
Were you as a child ever upset about...
Quantity over quality.
Yeah, I get that. I do think Valentine's is actually the best holiday for a no-name chocolate. Those hearts in tin foil.
Totally. And then
big time.
Also with caramel in them.
Don't make me laugh. Damn, I'm obsessed with those.
This is interesting.
What?
In the candy world update, Joel brought home some Laura Secord candy hearts.
Okay.
Like cinnamon hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it's just occurring to me.
I'm freaking.
That's not Easter.
No.
That didn't even register yesterday when I was having them. That's not Easter.
A spring...
Well, anyway,
I wasn't even
thinking about that yesterday.
What is cinnamon?
February. What is cinnamon? A
spice. Spice.
A spice.
There you go. Cinnamon
we
is
all know
not
cinnamon
Easter
heart,
spice.
and you know the texture. It's like crack a tooth. Stuck on your tooth now.
Tooth, but also stuck on your tooth. How the hell would I be doing that?
But then kind of becomes like
part of tooth.
Chewy, part of tooth.
New part of tooth.
It, your teeth are kind of just coated in it, and you're sort of into them.
And you kind of you go, that wasn't very good. And then 12 seconds later, you go,
keep having some more.
Kind of maybe it was.
And
I gotta see if it is.
I love that heat.
I do love that kick.
But so these Laura Secord hearts show up at my house inexplicably, and
someone getting Valentine's sales.
The texture.
Yeah.
They're doing something crazy with the texture.
What's going on?
Simple little easy bite.
No
tooth pain. Simple little bite.
You're not working for it.
Nice little chew. Easy. Dry.
Dry?
Barely.
Not chewy?
Barely any heat. A whisper of heat.
I don't like that.
We were like, that's
not the experience.
I like what you guys are doing in the cinnamon hearts sphere.
Yeah.
But you're missing out on flavor.
They took the notes that everyone had. I don't like when I get stuck in my teeth.
Yeah.
I don't like
cracking my tooth.
I don't like cracking my tooth. We'll get out. If you aren't prepared to crack a tooth, you don't deserve a cinnamon heart. And that is how it's always been since day one. And these fools and phonies and not real fans. They're fan service. They made updates. They took notes. They implemented changes that didn't need to be made. Can we talk about what happened to that bunny that you ate and honestly decollared? Guys, that bunny that you ate that looked like in a movie when they're trying to show an animal got out of its cage and the collar is left behind, or like something, or like in a cartoon. I found this bone left over. Like, it's like a fish, a fish's spine.
Like a fish spine.
Yeah.
And that's all that's left?
Yeah. That's what you sent me.
The little red collar.
Of the lint bunny. Yeah. The bell is fucking hilarious too. The
carnage.
The bell is so funny because of the carnage.
That bunny That is like that's the hot. That's
now
the golden ticket.
I'm talking about the golden bunny with the red collar.
Guys, have you know the one?
Did you this year?
Lindor?
Lint. No, they're diff.
Lint. Oh, it's different than Lindor.
Yeah.
Lindt. That is
top tier.
Top tier.
They'll turn anyone who doesn't like a plain chocolate into a goddamn believer is what I'll say as someone who doesn't really love
it's 10 out of 10. It's the best.
Okay, quick cue about that bunny. Did you ever eat the blue one? The one with the blue collar. Oh, the bunny with the blue collar that has little bits of, I don't know, sea salt in it and caramel style, but it tastes like a pop rock.
Oh.
That bunny, basically, that I can't describe how good it is. That bunny blew my fucking mind last weekend. Yeah. Blue collar, lint bunny rocked my fucking world, bro. Literally, like, I believe in love again. Blue collar, lint bunny fucking.
I'd love to meet him.
Dude. It's real. Yeah.
I discovered something and then I brought you something.
What did you bring? Wait, why'd you bring me a gift? I'm scared. I'm not good at receiving gifts. Why are you doing this to me on camera? What have you done? Is it oh, it's just okay, I'm pissing.
No, but I discovered it's actually kind of cute.
This is so cute. So this is actually the remains of the bunny. This is the collar. There's something hilarious about taking one of the...
I was wearing this around the house all day yesterday.
Minus the bell. I do find it really cute.
It is cute.
I for a hair scrunchie too.
Yeah. A Christmas.
Oh, it's a Christmas party. I'm going to a staff party and I have something cute in my hair.
Yeah.
But the other thing that is so funny to picture is that because they've given you an audio, it's so funny to think of yourself desperately eating one of these limp bunnies and that's all you hear from the other room.
What kind of crazy person isn't, if you're not ripping the collar off first and then
you gotta
going
decollar
in,
them.
there's something wrong.
No, I think the collar is a beautiful thing. It's a level of anthropomorphizing that I just absolutely find hilarious and cute, but also fucked.
You know what's cute?
What?
The only reason you have that is because Joel was about to throw out his thing and he goes, oh, should we keep this? You can give it to Maddie.
That's so cute. The remains, that's all that's left of her. That's all they found. All they found was a collar.
I love those things.
Those things are good.
Those bunnies.
I also tried another funny thing called mini eggs. Did you get fucked by these this year too?
No, I already don't like what I'm hearing of that.
I was fully bent over, effed in the A by these guys.
Get rid of this.
Yeah, that's gonna,
the audio.
That's gonna kill me.
Not gonna be great.
That's gonna piss me right off. Yeah, I got effed in the A by these guys. I bought them thinking it was funny. I bought it thinking, wow, I'm a woman who has it all. I made dinner tonight. I'm feeling good. I was like on a whatever. I was like feeling whimsical. You know, when you're getting that kind of feeling of like, I'm fun.
No.
So I never do because I've
never been fun a day in my life.
Neither. I have my snacks. I have my drinks. I know what I like and I know what I need.
Yeah.
But I was feeling whimsical and I went, instead of this, why don't I try something new? Like an idiot.
Yeah.
So I buy these dumbass mini eggs that are this fucking big, brother. They're pearl size. No, smaller.
It's a mini M&Ms.
It's Dippin' Dot size. It's Dippin' Dot size. It's Dippin' Dot size, but they're mini eggs. So it's all coating, no chocolate. They spill on the ground like marbles anytime you open the bag, scared of the dog eating them. You have to get like several in your hand and pop them in like nerds. They are, honestly, they take all the good fun of a mini egg.
Yeah.
But just destroy the memory of it.
You know.
Dog.
Okay.
Worst snack of my Easter.
You know what that smacks
They're
of
so
to
bad. Me? Dippin' Dot?
An employee from Apple who came up with the concept of
the iPod
making phones go obsolete within like 2 milliseconds so that you'll buy a new one.
Yeah.
And someone said, oh God, people love these mini eggs. They're selling like hotcakes. People down these in no time.
Totally.
And they go, oh, what if we made them so small that they're not satisfying unless you have basically a giant handful all in one gobble?
Or they go, sir, we've run the numbers. The chocolate's actually more expensive than the coated, the shell.
Yeah.
They go, I've got a fucking idea.
Yeah. God.
Drop of chocolate, all shell.
These billionaires are trying to find every way to F us in the A.
They're effing us in the A. First they go to space, then they make our mini eggs literally Dippin' Dot size.
All coating.
Did you?
No egg. all egg.
All egg.
No chocolate.
All egg.
All egg.
No mini. Extra mini. Extra mini.
Extra mini. No
all
egg.
No chocolate. No choco. Terrible. It tastes like eating little pearls.
Ugh.
Pebbles. Listen, I had a bad Easter because of it. But that blue collared bunny. Woo! Well, he's blue collar. Oh, he's blue collar worker.
Aww.
I love that blue collar bunny. And then the last thing I did was I did go to Costco at one point and I saw about a 6 foot tall bunny, $80. That guy was going in several carts. Couldn't keep
a 6 foot tall chocolate bunny.
Okay, and by 6 foot I mean 4.5 feet.
Chocolate
Choco bunny.
Chocolate bunny.
Full 4.5 foot tall.
Stop.
Chocolate
standing
bunny. Standing like this, ready to be eaten. Stop. I'm dead serious. $80 at Costco. That guy's going in. They couldn't even keep it on the shelf this year.
That is such a fun novelty.
If I was a kid and I got that, actually,
I'd absolutely freak.
I think that would make me question my own mortality.
Well, I'd gorge myself for sure.
It's like a snake eating itself at that point because you're basically 4 feet tall. Let's see. So the brown and white guy, there he is.
Oh, that's not 4 feet, Maddie.
I don't think that's it. Check it out again.
It's not that, is it?
No. It was like this big.
There's two types of bunnies. There's the kind of like hair style.
Oh yeah, with long,
where it's
with
more like
ear?
long ear. No, more like athletic, real to life bunny.
Tight. Yeah, tight.
In profile, kind of like slim, athletic,
slim build,
kind
athletic.
of like true to life.
Tight.
Bunny. Stop saying tight.
They are though, muscular.
Tight. Okay. And then there's cartoon.
Well, there's bucktooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's definitely an Easter bunny spectrum. There's bucktooth, and then there's sort of hot, slim, built like a brick house.
I just meant like kind of nature.
Athletic build.
Nature. Not hot, but
hot, like sort of cool. Like cool guy.
You definitely have a crush on that kangaroo that's like jacked.
Obviously, the one that beats the guy up. I love that guy. He's so cool. No, of course, Easter Bunny for real was a very scary thing for me as a child because it did break into our home, just like Santa. Okay, my final story for before we start, and then you can tell me your stories if you have any.
I don't. I have a drink for you.
Oh yeah. Okay. My final story is I went shopping this week. Shopping. I went into a store this weekend. And I had my bag with me, and they thought I was shoplifting. I was walking around trying to kill time.
Like your tote bag?
Yeah, I brought my tote bag in. And it was clanking around with stuff. So, I mean, I get the optics of it. It sounded like this. So I was walking around.
Yeah.
With all my shit.
Wait, which store?
It was a small...
Name and shame.
It was a small boutique homeware store called... Gracie's or Grace. I don't know if it's a mom and pop shop or if it's just the name of a franchise of a homeware store. Expensive as fuck. Everything in there is expensive. I walk in with my damn bag. I look at a salt and pepper shaker. We do actually need them because we broke ours. I'm walking around. I go, I'll only get this salt and pepper shaker set if I see something else I like. So I'm walking around. I'm waiting for my guy. He's in Golf Town. I'm kind of just shopping casually. I go to leave. I put the salt and pepper shaker back because I didn't find anything I like. I go to walk out. I get hit with one. I get hit with
Can I see your bag?
Excuse me, miss.
Oh no.
Where did that item you just had in your hand go?
Stop.
I went, it's over there on the shelf.
I said, do you know who I am?
I said, I could buy this whole store out from underneath you, and then I'd fire you, and then I'd sell the store
You
back.
ever seen that CBC show with horses?
I said,
Heartland?
Heartland will be hearing about this. I said, CBC's One More Time will be hearing about this.
You're
So
you're basically CBC's darling.
Well,
Wow, I can't believe she did that.
so I go.
How old is this woman? I need to picture the whole thing.
No. Wow, how old do you think? What do you think her haircut? Let's profile her. How old do you think she was? What do you think her haircut was? What do you think her name tag said?
Oh no.
Mary Beth is the name. And do you think her shirt was so patterned that it was hard to look at, and it was a blouse, and she had an apron on? Or do you think she's dressed normal?
Apron? Where the hell were you?
Bitch, a home store. I don't know why she's wearing an apron.
Home store, that doesn't help. What? Where
Homeware,
were
pots,
you?
pans. They got like a knockoff Crusette
In
stuff.
Amish town?
No, it's in Ottawa. Well, not Amish. So, I put the salt and pepper shaker over there, lady. I'm innocent. I swear.
Tell me you
I'm
dropped a
innocent.
lady on her.
No, I said, oh, it's right over there. I didn't want to buy it. It was
She
way
said,
too.
my guy.
I go, it's right over there. I didn't want to buy it. She goes, okay. I go, it was way too expensive, and they're not really that nice. And then she goes, okay, well, can you just, and I was like, they're right over here. I had to walk her to where it was. I went, it's right here. And then I went, you want to see inside my bag, don't you? I went, no, here, look inside. No, go root around. It's all just medication, because it is all medication. And that was the tone I was using, was, no, be my guest. No, be my guest. No. Look, stick your little head in here. It was horrible. Then I go.
Did she take you up on it?
She did look. And then I go randomly.
This is shocking.
It was shocking. I was like, I will say, I then was so overwhelmed
Yeah.
that I did randomly then close my bag and go, not even kidding. I closed my bag and she went, sorry, you just, you know. And I went, where are the air fryer molds? Why did I ask that?
What?
Why did I ask that? Why didn't I just leave the store?
Air fryer molds?
Yep, the rubber molds you can put in an air fryer so you can make frittatas and shit.
So you could buy something and show her?
Yeah, I think maybe that was the thinking.
Wow.
I don't know what the
I thought you were going to say, where is the nearest security guard station?
No, I should have said, you work on commission, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Is what I should have said.
Yeah.
Instead I go, now point me to the air fryer molds. And then I didn't buy one of those either.
That's really far from
And then
Big
I didn't
Mistake,
buy one of those either.
From Big Mistake Huge.
Then I didn't buy one either. And I went and looked at them and then left the store. Crazy, eh? It's a cool story.
You know what? My instinct is to obviously mock and reprimand you and
of course.
say,
Don't bring your bag
why the
in the
fuck?
store.
No, not
Oh.
even that. But it's just like the way you handled that was pitiful.
It was terrible.
But
I was so effed in the A by this old woman.
You know what,
She
though?
totally got me.
I will say I have found myself flat-footed.
Yeah.
In similar situations where you don't know how you're.
No, and
we can't judge someone because you don't know how you'll react until
But you're
you're in
also
the
tricking
because-
yourself, and you're going, she obviously doesn't think
Because this is so much like when I had little baby Teddy at a park off leash.
Yes,
the park
yes,
was
yes,
fully
yes.
empty,
Yeah.
empty. Teddy was this big.
Yeah.
A truck rolls up behind me. It's actually kind of crazy. Like I didn't hear it. I don't even know where they came from.
Tesla.
Right away, they're finding me. They're asking for my information.
Yeah. I bet they're trolling the park for that.
I volunteered all of it.
Totally.
All of it. True. Full God-given name. Full address. Full everything.
This is why
I didn't need to do that.
No. And that's
There's 1,000 other things I could have done in that moment.
You know what it is though? When somebody sneaks up on you and like gets you, and you're really not expecting it,
But
you just go, bah. Like I freeze for sure. I freeze, and then I fawn a little. I show him a little I fawn a bit. Fawning, F-A-W-N.
No, I know how to
one?
spell it, but I don't know what that is in that context.
Kind of like posing for her.
Like flirting?
Flirting with her.
For her?
With her.
Oh, no, I go to bitch.
Oh, yeah, you go to
immediately.
fight. You go to fight.
Like, I
You go
even
freeze,
kind of...
and then you go fight.
We went to go vote yesterday.
Were you
Early
fighting?
polls. And we brought the dogs,
Oh, yeah, did they vote?
which I've done before,
Did they vote?
in their hearts.
Of course.
And we get stopped right away at the door by a woman. And
She goes, "Is this a
I
distraction
hate,
tactic?"
but I immediately go to, yeah. And it's like cutting them off
Yeah,
before they
yeah,
can
yeah.
start to lecture me.
Well, you had that ready in the can.
It's like, and I just,
that was like the time I screamed at the lady when I was like, I know this lady's gonna yell at me. I had about 6 minutes to actually like prepare what I was gonna say and do. I was fine. I was flying high.
yeah.
I cried when I got home because she yelled at me and it made me upset. But I got her. This little Mary Beth in a goddamn apron at a store snuck up on me big time, bad time. And I didn't know what to say. I said, where are the air fryer molds? I said, oh, you think I stole from you? Check in my bag. Now, where are the air fryer molds? What? Like, that's so discombobulating.
Well, totally. And it's like, if you're gonna
Totally,
do
it's
that,
fawning.
if
No,
anything,
show
it's
me where
like
they are,
pick
bitch.
the most expensive thing. Like, where are your KitchenAid mixers?
now show me your Staub pot.
Show me your diamond encrusted.
Where's the cruise set,
like,
honey?
yes.
Where's your biggest cruise set?
But instead, you just pick this completely innocuous thing that wouldn't even cost that much.
It wouldn't, and actually would be overpriced there. So I didn't actually buy it because it was overpriced. It was like $24.
That's the most unsatisfying response.
I will say, when I walked out, I sort of jingled my bag a bit.
Like,
Maybe I did steal.
yeah, right.
But she
Didn't
was
even hear it?
No, she was picking up on it because me and her were kind of locked in. But I mean, that's what. Anyways, that happened to me this weekend. I almost got caught. I almost went to jail. I almost went to the goddamn.
And that's why you just got to online shop.
That's what I said to Sean. I got in the
If
car. I was
that's
like,
what,
never again.
if that's what brick
why.
and mortar shopping experience is these days.
Mary Beth taking me down to the pound,
To the pound, putting you down.
putting me down in the
Pound?
big old smokehouse.
She had you in
She
a
arresting me.
on a net,
taking out
on a
damn-
stick.
She's literally taking me to the pound with a net on the stick, putting me in the back of her truck.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not going. Okay, let's do pop of the week. So what do we have this week? I'm scared.
Well, this one's obviously famously last week we kind of had a mishap, a misfire.
Last week was bad. Yeah, last week.
You know, I tried to do something and
Well,
it didn't work out.
what's the lesson you learned? Don't
Don't try to prank as a grown adult.
try to prank as a grown adult.
But this week I still kind of want to like
Prank.
have you blind taste.
Oh, I love
to
that.
see if you pick up on what
Okay.
the flavor is because it's unique.
Okay, pour them out like your French dining experience. What's it called? French dining? French dining?
French dine.
Do your French dine.
This
That-
is such a
Well-
horrific position I'm in right now because my ass is fully sunk. My ass is fully sunk, and my feet are off the ground.
These are-
It's really.
This is sort
Terrible.
of big comfy couch style where the couch does, honestly, actually, that'd be a cool horror movie. A couch slowly eating you as you're sitting on it. And you kind of get more and more. I'm not looking at
what a
the.
cute color.
And you get more and more into the couch and it eats you.
Okay.
Does anyone like that idea? Okay, so
I think big comfy couch does have a lot of horror elements to it naturally.
what's that dude's name?
Oh God, the clown.
The clown, the biking clown,
clown?
man.
The clown.
Major Bedhead. Why did that come to me like
Major
a
Bedhead.
fucking
Major.
Is he in the
He's not
ex-military?
in the military.
He's an army vet.
Major Bedhead.
Major Bedhead.
Okay,
reporting
so
for duty.
let's start with the color. What a beautiful hue this is.
Okay, so this is giving Niagara on
Wedding.
the Lake. Well, it's giving wedding.
It's giving wedding.
This is giving Niagara on the Lake or taste testing rosé.
Give that a smell.
Holy,
Give that a whiff.
that's
What notes are you getting?
almost getting. Do you remember Campino candies?
Yeah, I remember Campino.
Do you remember Campinos and how I tried to find them on Amazon and they don't exist really anymore?
Oh, I found a bag of Campinos in my cupboard a couple months ago. Yeah, Campino. Yeah.
I think I
There's a
nailed it.
creaminess.
There's a creamy base.
God, creamy Campino.
Honestly. And
Creamy Campino vibe.
oh, I just sniffed this.
Okay, go.
Okay, that's sad. I did that.
No,
That's so
I
sad.
almost went to go drink mine earlier.
Honestly, I'll be real. This is not my favorite, like, starting palette of sniff.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's wretched.
That is horrific. That is creamy Campino on ice with nitrogen in it. I guess sparkling.
Disney on ice, but make it
Disney
creamy
on ice, but
Campinos.
Campinos. Campinos on ice.
That's terrible because I actually have an even added element that made it even more unsavory when I went in.
So
it said sparkling water.
Okay.
It said sparkling water on the can.
Yeah, not pop.
Which makes you think, oh, okay, we're not going to have a sweetness.
We're not going to flavor.
We might have like a hint of a sweetness,
memory.
but it's water.
Yeah.
This does have sweetness.
This is, and this is something I always think about with my sparkling waters and pops, as I do all the time, really. There is a spectrum.
Oh, that's terrible.
There's a spectrum of pop, sparkling water. If you are drinking something and you walk away going, that was water with a hint, that's a sparkling water. If you walk away going, that was flavorful with, I don't even know if that was hydrating me because it's so sugary, that's a pop. And this is, in a way, neither. It's hurting the back of my throat. Not hurting, but living.
Terrible aftertaste.
It's living in this back of the throat.
Okay, if you had to go out
soft
on a
palate.
limb and guess what the flavor is, you're never gonna get it. Try as you might.
Woof dog. It actually lives in your throat. Puke, sort of puke style. Totally puke style. You know where your puke comes out and you start watering? That style.
Well, let me tell you.
Oh,
do you want to know?
Well, let me guess.
I'm gonna give you a hint because you're not
Is
gonna
it
guess.
lip gloss flavored? I don't know.
No, but that's kind of. Do you want a hint?
Yeah. Raspberry? No.
Happy birthday.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you. You gave me a birthday cake flavor. I'm gonna murder you. What is this? Candy can birthday cake, 0 sugar.
Sparkling.
Tell that
birthday
to my
cake.
mouth, honey.
I know. Sparkling birthday cake.
Sparkling birthday cake is honestly
Candy can.
you're going to the pound.
Candy can is so
Crude.
like sonically like
Candy
mouthily
can.
upsetting because you're like
Crude.
it's supposed to be candy cane
Yeah.
and you're stuck saying candy
Sorry, I
can.
actually can't even think straight. I think some of these fucking
It breaks your brain.
I think they're worm.
Oh,
Some of these.
bye.
That's how I.
Yeah.
That's how I get shit away in my bed.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, the garbage is out.
Okay,
No, I
sorry,
think I have
this
a
is hurting my neck
parasite.
so much looking at the camera like this.
Oh, it's okay, babes. Don't worry. Do whatever you want. I have. I think I have a worm.
Yeah,
Immediate.
Becky don't like it.
I think it's it's a worm. Because I feel pissed.
Terrible
Terrible.
aftertaste. Terrible
And they call that sparkling
inner
water
terrible taste. Terrible aftertaste.
and pre-taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the palate. It's on the soft palate. It's on the soft palate, guys. Well, that's another horrible pop. We're never going to find a sponsor this way. We're actually looking for our dream sponsor, which is a pop we like.
Oh, well, in Eastside Mario's.
Eastside Mario's, please call us. Please call us back. But a pop we like. Wow. What do we want?
I do have a good one in the fridge.
Pop worth fighting for.
I do have a really good one in the fridge.
I think we'll find a pop one day that we love, but also loves us back. Because that's the other thing, too.
I know.
I love some pops so much that I know I'm not good enough for them. I know they won't love me back. And that's okay. Because life actually, that's just how it goes sometimes. But we will find a sponsor one day through these pops. Not that one. Please don't sponsor. Well, never say never. Not well, depending on how much you give us.
You can never say never.
Well, speaking of never say never, birthday cake, pop music.
Oh, it's kind of like
Pop music. Pop culture. What What about pop music? What about music and dance?
No, but also birthday cake is kind of like
Dancey.
kid. Oh, well, little kids.
Speaking of, you know what's crazy about birthday cake is when you go to a birthday. I'm taking the long way. It's crazy about birthday cake is when you go to a birthday party. There's birthday cake. There's also party hats. Party hats.
Oh, you know where you have a birthday cake at a party.
At a party.
Party.
You know where you eat birthday cake? At a party.
Party. And that is the
takes
hit
us
song
nicely into-
and number Party that is performed at the
first
is it
inaugural
Nationals?
No. They ain't making it to nationals.
No, it wasn't nationals.
This is the inaugural West Phoenix Dance Experience.
Of course.
Of course, the WPDE, and that is in our first episode of Dance Moms. Woo! That's right. It's 2011. We went back in time. We got our damn time machine. Abby Lee is just freshly on TV. It's 2011. I have diamond cluster earrings in my ear. Those little clusters. Fake diamond. I have a poof in my hair. I have a song in my heart, and that song is Party. And Maddie Ziegler hasn't danced for Sia yet. She hasn't done the chandelier, and she hasn't done that movie that they got a lot of flack for.
Did you get flack for that?
Oh yeah. And I don't know any of the drama for Dance Moms, and that might bite me in
Has
the
she been
ass.
canceled?
Abby Lee, big time.
I thought so.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't remember what. But I do kind of.
I can make a guess based on what I saw in this episode.
Yeah, I would say there is something. Maybe next week we'll talk about. No, I don't know what to do because I'm like, I went in blind. I purposely went. I don't want to learn anything about Dance Moms so I can watch it with clear eyes. Don't lose.
Oh, you
full
also
hearts.
had never seen it.
I've known of it. I've seen glimpses. I did go through a phase, but I was in university.
I've seen the
you know the lore
previews and stuff.
Well, like it's the same as Honey
I
Boo
never
Boo.
watched it.
It's the same as Honey Boo Boo.
Same. It's like, yeah, it's like I have a huge awareness of it.
And Toddlers and Tiaras.
Yeah.
I have a huge awareness. I have, yes, of course, sat down and watched one or two, and I know all the moms' names. Maybe I did watch this one a bit more. I
didn't know the moms.
I did know the moms. I remember Nia. I remember Maddie. So I have like a passing knowledge of it. I'm probably like a C+ student in Dance Mom. But
I'm NA.
Yeah, you didn't show up for class.
Yeah.
You're truant. But I also am like, I know there's been drama since like 2016 and ongoing, and I didn't want to engage with it before I watched the episode, but I did want to engage with it after I watched the episode, but I didn't have goddamn time. I know. I didn't have time because I'm an idiot. So forgive me for not knowing up to date drama on D-Moms. We'll look at it from a 2011 POV, and then maybe I'll bring some next week if there's anything cool.
Are you saying this
to save our asses?
For fear of
no.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. But actually, that's a good thing. Hashtag save the planet. Hashtag save our asses. Mm-hmm. If we say anything, it's because we don't know. But we'll learn next week. But no, I'm saying
no. I don't know anything about any of these people.
I'm saying it because I feel like I left meat on the bone. I feel like I left. Right. What's that called?
But is that meat that we care to?
I don't know. Maybe we don't even know.
I didn't realize
that meat.
I never had it.
So
I didn't realize that Jojo Siwa.
Yeah, JS.
That this is
right.
Who's responsible for that?
Well, and of course Jojo Siwa.
I didn't know that because I was like, what? Where did they come from? Yeah. And who's done that to us?
Well, who did that to them?
And it's this.
And it's Abby. It's
and
AL.
It's this.
It's AL. I don't want to say ALS.
That was illuminating, actually.
But I do think it is called Abby Lee Studios. ALS. Does she have ALS?
No.
I don't know.
I mean,
ALS
maybe,
Abby
but
Lee
I don't
Studio.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Jojo Siwa was a product of this. Maddie Ziegler as well. But is she a celebrity? I don't know. Maybe
she is. I just saw her in like
she's like a magazine
fashion.
Right.
People like her style.
Do you think that mom's still involved?
I don't know.
would be crazy if she is. Because she's saying a lot of stuff about Maddie Ziegler that did end up being right. So I just have shoplifting story at the top of my notes. That's so funny. So cute. So
cute.
I'm so cute. So one of the things that is already immediately standing out to me is the intro. We loved getting little snippets of people saying something like Jersey Shore style when we did an intro. Yeah. That was a formula that effing worked, brother. I'm Mackenzie and I'm one of the meanest moms in town. Whatever you want to say. Yeah. That's funny as hell.
That's always going to work. Like a tagline.
Real Housewives style.
Yeah.
You fight with me, you'll wish you were never born. That's funny. Yeah. It encapsulates you. And one of the biggest laughs actually for me is Abby Lee, the little cutout of her, sort of giving a sassy head with attitude, going like an
that's fun.
And I don't want to say you
that's
didn't,
fun.
but it is Abby Lee doing like a oh no you didn't.
Yeah.
And that tiny little cutout of her is being used every time we get an intro to be put over the Dance Moms title card. We are getting like a mom says something, and then a tiny cutout of Abby Lee doing that. And that is making me laugh visually. I'm loving the start of that. There's
some lines she says though that I'm sure she kind of wishes weren't, where like she's like I know how to groom children.
Well, grooming is used a lot in the verbiage of Abby
and she
Lee.
goes and turn them into stars, and some of them as what does she say when she's like
it's not good,
some of them as if they were my own,
and then it gives a face and you go, what did you mean by that?
Well,
why'd you say it that way?
There's so many parts about it that are weird. It's like some of them, she really emphasizes only
not all.
Some of them get groomed as if they're her own.
Some of them get groomed as if they're not mine.
Yeah.
Some of them get groomed as if they are mine.
Yeah.
What does that mean? And why'd you make that face? So Abby Lee owns a dance studio. This show basically follows the lives of like 6 moms.
Also, unless we're talking about dogs, I don't want to hear the word groom.
Listen,
that's a word we don't want to be saying.
It was 2011. I think the word groom
it hadn't been taken over by at that point.
I think it was still just talking about dogs and barbers. I truly think like it was a different time.
Yeah.
Did you see the poofs in the damn hair? Did you see the damn headbands? Did you see the haircuts? Did you see the
moms?
Did you see red and yellow as a viable hair color?
Oh, yeah.
You sit in a chair, you go to a barbershop. This is 2011. Well, 2004. She's kind of dated even for this. You go to a barbershop, you sit in the chair, and you go, give me red and yellow. And then they do a Karen cut with red
Why
and
am I hearing that song? Red and yellow, red and yellow, red and yellow, red and yellow. God, and we have the same brain.
And it's that mom
red
walking,
and yellow, red and yellow.
Red and yellow, red and yellow. Everything I do
okay, that's big. Crazy that you also were thinking of that.
Yeah. And so that is basically our intro to Dance Moms. If you haven't seen it, honestly, this type of TV, I'm sure, still flies. Well, much worse does now.
Well, I was seeing on the apps that there's a new
Dance Mom revamped or something.
It's like the new era or something.
And I'm sure there's a ton of people that love it, but there is sort of more an awareness, I think, of like
totally
watching children.
I'm sure were these women to do this over now.
Yeah,
there's some slip ups in this episode that are like
generous.
Yeah.
So I do think, I don't know, it's hard to say. I say the 2011 of it all, weird headbands, LOL. I say crying in dance class. So this is a very obviously visceral experience. It's kind of the similar, if for those of you who aren't fluent in dance trauma, it's similar to having dad or mom making you cry at the dinner table for math homework. It's that same frustrating feeling. I also say one thing about Abby Lee, I've never seen a teacher just sort of sit and yell dance moves at people. That's not really...
What do they do?
They do it for you. Because the dance teacher, like...
They do the dance move.
They do the move and they show you how to do it.
They do it themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I never learned like Morse code dance where you're just going like,
she's not
so
striking me as someone who's that
totally.
She's not a teacher that by doing.
Yeah.
She teaches by yelling.
Well, and
there's different ways to teach.
And so we have these moms. We don't really focus
you
on...
You better not be a visual learner, because that's not how you...
That's what I was going to say.
In the school.
I would have been damned if I had to learn that way.
Yeah.
Because I am a kinetic learner.
Well, and especially with something like dance.
Totally. I need someone actually holding my body.
Yeah, totally.
And moving it for me.
Well, I suspect she does do that.
Oh, yeah. No, I could see her doing that for sure. Oh, I'd be fine then. Never mind.
But like to learn by demonstration.
Yeah, I know. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
That's Abby Lee's motto.
Yeah.
And so Abby Lee, honestly, she's kind of like a landlord style dance studio. I never realized this. The studios are tiny as fuck. Like, did you see at the one part where she runs into the senior studio to hide?
Yeah.
I go, you've got 40 kids in like a 5x5 room. This is tiny. I bet she's maximizing space with tiny little studios everywhere.
Right.
Putting like the kids that aren't on TV in there. Do your stretches.
Right.
Mom and dad are dropping you off $1,000. The kids on TV. All right, we're merging together 3 studios.
Right.
So anyways, that was just something me thinking about, like Abby Lee's real estate purview. Okay, I say, what are the moms wearing? We get a glimpse of the 4 moms at the beginning, and I got to just do a quick rundown. We have one, and again, you know, sometimes you go 20 years have passed, I can't believe it. And other times you go, of course 20 years have passed. Because we got a mom in a cotton shirt that's cinched from nip to nape, cinched from here to here. Remember the drawstrings?
Yeah.
Do you remember the drawstrings?
Those have kind of come back a little bit, actually.
They have, but not in an ironic way. This mom's wearing it to work. Then we have women in the mom of Paige blonde in a one single strap shirt, chiffon, ruffled to the dance class. Then we have one in dress with Karen haircut, and then we have Nia's mom dressed in
businesswoman.
Well, Barbara Bush, full Barbara Bush businesswoman, pearls and all. So those are our girls. The other thing about early reality TV in the 2011 times, you could tell when the producers would say, talk about this, fight about this. We still hadn't gotten to a place where it was seamless.
Yeah.
We're really seeing those in this episode. I say, what do you think of the mom that is of the Maddie Ziegler? So she is the mom that says, my ex-husband left me.
She goes, my ex claims that dance is the reason why our marriage fell apart. She's saying this while they are in the most psychotic looking bedroom you've ever seen. It's covered.
Yeah.
Nip to nape. Every inch of that room is covered in dance awards, paraphernalia, trophies.
What are those little flags called? Pennies.
We've had this problem
I'm not doing it. I actually am not doing it.
Pinafores.
Pinafore.
Or something.
That sounds like a horse though, but I know it's
like,
not.
They're drowning. These kids are drowning in dance.
Me looking at this though.
It's coming out of the wazoo.
Me looking at this though as a little devil with still that, like, I'm 32. I'm an adult. Whatever. My life's fine. But I still have that dog in me. I'm looking at this. I'm going, must be nice.
Oh,
a jealous of a 10-year-old from 2011. Must be nice to have all those trophies, but your parents love you very much because you're a winner. I go, quiet you. Get back there. Quiet you.
I didn't grow up in dance culture, so I didn't have that same kind of relationship, like contentious relationship with the content.
Was winning important to you as a kid?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But dance was not something I was ever in. But
of course.
I'm like,
why would you?
Of course this marriage fell apart. The house is drenched in dance.
Well,
I bet if we went into those parents' bedroom, their bed is a ballet shoe.
Now
it's a racer car bed, but make it ballet shoe for grown adults.
What do you... Okay. Yes, this is interesting because I'm trying to think, like, if you're the husband and you think like your wife is, how do you even prove it? Do you know what I mean?
Prove it.
That's what I'm saying.
Give a tour of your house.
This woman's house is already nuts.
Yeah.
And he's still being painted as the bad guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you
painted? Who's gonna?
I think for once the woman might be in the wrong here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like,
and then when she's like cheeky, she's like, my boyfriend, on the other hand, he signs the checks for dance school.
Well, she goes, my old husband didn't even know how much we paid. My new boyfriend, he knows. He's the one who signs the checks.
And I gotta say, my hackles kind of went up.
Yeah, of course.
Her boyfriend
paying for
being
children,
that, you
supportive.
know, zealous about the dancing.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
not saying anything. I'm just saying,
fellas, we want you to be supportive.
My hairs,
not that supportive.
My hairs are kind of going up.
Well, this is the first time I think when I see Maddie and her sister on the bed and they're talking about whatever, the family dynamic.
Yeah.
That is the first time John Benet Ramsey pops into my head, and I go, okay. I'll move forward through this episode with that in mind, because there's of course a sinister element. Same with toddlers and tiaras. Same with like any performance of a child. Do I wish that I performed more as a child? Yes. Do I think I'd be further ahead in life? Yes.
Oh, I know. I've said it a million times. I wish I'd been put in ballet.
Do I wish they just...
I think I really could have gotten into that.
Do I wish they just took their morals aside, my parents?
The way you kind of have to be psychotic with ballet. Yeah. I think I could have really latched onto that.
I feel like that would have been a hyperfixation for you.
Oh, that could have been good.
I could see you going Black Swan.
I love the shoes.
I could see it being a Black Swan.
Yeah, totally. Great.
Where you kill yourself on stage and fall back into the net. I could see that.
Yeah, great.
I could
pull the nail off.
I was about to say, I don't see you as a nail puller. But you know what? If that switch ever got
the shoes, like being like really, I'm into that.
Getting resin on your shoe and making sure you get right up on the box.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah. It's a hyperfixation for sure. They actually have this thing now in ballet. Why do I know this? Well, because I did something and now I'm on ballet TikTok big time. And I can't stop watching ballet videos. What can I say? It's better than lice. And so they have this thing that's basically called like, basically cheating in competitions now, where they have a little, it's like stuffing your bra. It's an illegal
in the front
insert to make that bump bigger. And it's like juicing.
So that it looks like you're more like juicing.
It's basically juicing for ballerinas.
Toilet paper falls out of her shoe. a veal cutlet style.
She stuffed her shoe.
She stuffed her shoe.
Yeah, it's that's what they look like.
Wow.
Veal cutlet style water bra, but make it shoe. I love it. Anyways, so all that to say,
yeah.
So
okay, you know what's funny is a lot of this at the start is describing like Abby's style of teaching and her ethos when it comes to dance and training and whatever. And there's this system she likes to use that the way it's presented is as if she's come up with this like really revolutionary kind of concept, and that it's okay, this pyramid thing.
Oh, the pyramid.
And the way it's like talked about by the parents as if this is like some sort of legitimate structure she's come up with.
Their story straight.
So her thing that she does is literally just, I have a blackboard, and along the side of the blackboard I put one picture at the top, two under, three at the bottom.
Yeah.
And that's my rating system.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of reveres this like pyramid and discusses it and actually refers to it as the pyramid.
Yeah.
At one point, my mother's like, oh, this pyramid thing, it's a nightmare.
Totally.
And we as parents just have to stand by and watch. You don't.
Well,
and then she goes, pyramid. She's kind of trying to do gags.
She was doing bits.
She's like,
that's Christy.
This pyramid thing, it's more like a Bermuda Triangle.
Well, and
I go, girl, lady, that's not working.
That bit's not working. I say, here's the thing about bitch.
She's kind of stepping on our toes.
Well, stay
little
in
bit with
your
that
lane.
one. Yeah.
Stay in your fucking lane, bitch. A big thing for me is in reality shows when you're doing bits, guys, you gotta have a strong in.
Have a writer.
Have a writer. And have a strong in that isn't so jarring.
Yeah.
A setup of a joke is the most important part. And I think these reality folks don't get that. And so when they're tripping on the way in, honey, you lost me. When you're going, hey girls, this pyramid, ladies, isn't this pyramid? I'm saying it's not even one. It's more like a Bermuda Triangle. When you're getting in that way, you're not getting a clean joke. I'd cut it if I was the producers.
I have 10 problems with that joke.
Listen, we can't even get into it, but the stiffness of this reality is almost becoming like a style in a lot of ways. I'm learning where I'm watching this.
Well, honestly, I kind of miss it in
Me
the way of
too.
like, I've said this before. I do long for the era of like reality TV that, yes, there was coercion and yes, there was trying to create narratives and steering going on.
Yeah.
But you were getting glimpses inevitably into like real shit that was going on and real moments and slip ups and fuck ups.
Yeah. And goof 'em ups.
And then like when it surpassed into like, this is just a full-fledged television show that's highly produced and no element is real.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck in Hill's hell. and I hate, and I'm miserable. I'm devastated. I hate it.
You know what I love about The Hills and you is that when I said, remember how the end is fake? And you went, no, it's not. And I went, my poor girl's going to have to learn that someday.
I just forget it.
I know.
I forget. Well, I would have seen it.
Because you fucking blocked it out, brother.
Yeah, maybe.
You blocked it out because it was too hurtful for them to
No,
play
I hate
a
it.
prank on you
Every
like
single
that.
day I'm hating it. It's like, if I was Catholic, it's like
Yeah.
self-flagellation.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
it's
miserable.
It's punishment.
But
you've been a bad
type
girl.
That type of reality blows to me.
Totally.
This at least
It's
is
messy.
is closer to like
Totally messy.
early days.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I also love the fights that we get into in this episode. But one thing I'm saying is the dance jail that they all sit in. This building is the weirdest layout, by the way. They're like atop of whatever. The dance jail that the moms sit in. Go get a coffee. Go get a coffee, girls. Don't sit and watch the whole class.
I was kind of surprised how much the moms were part of it.
Well, it's called Dance Moms.
It was a lot of, oh, yeah, you're right.
It's about them.
Oh my God,
more than
Dance
the kids.
Moms.
I know.
Why was I thinking Dance Moms and I was seeing Abby Lee? But it's
She's
Dance
certainly
Moms.
Yeah.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
about them.
cool.
It's their story, their life.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I know,
makes
it's
sense.
a POV change. I know.
The moms.
You're losing your mind after that revelation.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah, it
reeling
kind of
from
sucked
that.
your mind off a little bit.
I'm kind of actually reeling from that revelation.
Kind of blew a load in your mind.
Whoa, Dance Moms.
I have a sort
emphasis on the moms.
Yeah, more about the moms.
Shit.
Heavy on the moms. Dance moms? Heavy on the moms. Heavy on the dance, but heavy on the moms.
Shit, it was way more heavy on the moms than I expected.
Well, they're getting
because you know what?
interviewed.
There's a culture of we.
Yeah.
It's like we're used to winning. We like when the routine is we. Like the mom and the child are one.
The mom
they
and child
are
one,
dancers.
and then also the mom and the other moms. They will form alliances weekly depending on who has duets, solos, trios.
Oh, based on the pyramid.
Based on the pyramid. They will form alliances based on the pyramid.
Right.
And so that we becomes a lot more wishy-washy.
Alliances will be formed.
Alliances will be formed. That we
Yeah.
can become an I, can become a you.
Damn.
Very quickly. One award that's mentioned in this show, I just hate the name. It's always bugged me since I was a young girl. What the hell's a petite miss? What's a petite miss?
Is that like
You're the most petite miss in the.
What's a petite?
Is
Little
that
Miss
like in
Petite
wrestling?
Miss.
Is that like in wrestling, like featherweight? It's like
know.
a classification.
Oh, it's a class. Yeah, it could be.
It's like a weight class.
You're the best petite miss.
You're petite miss.
I hate that.
Oh.
I hate
I'd
that,
love
honey.
to be called a petite miss.
Well, now that's the problem. Now I want to win that award. I want to be the miss that's so petite that they have to award me. But that's never going to happening. That's never going to happening. Sorry, I just saw that it was 5:47. I have to pick Dublin up in.
Okay, this party
Whatever.
song is so atrocious.
So the other thing they do on the show is they pick up, learn. I was thinking about picking up Dublin. So sad. Love my daughter. R.I.P. Why was I going to say that? I looked at the
Oh my
ceiling. She's
God.
fine. Dublin's fine. I just have to pick her up from school. This actually for real brainwormed me.
no, something's
This birthday cake.
I do feel like I'm
Is there gas
slipping,
leak?
sliding. Like I'm falling into oblivion right now. I'm falling into the
I don't
Dance
have-
Mom Pyramid,
No,
Bermuda Triangle.
I'm at the bottom with fucking Nia and Brooke and Mackenzie. Okay, get me back. Lord, take me back.
Party.
They have 2 dances. What they're going to do is every week they're going to compete and they're going to make up new dances every week. And I hate to be the
dance
actually,
authority,
but
yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Right.
That's kooky. One of these kids going to school.
Right.
And I know the mom says Maddie doesn't have a normal life, and we like that.
Yeah,
It's like woof, but like for real, why not just do one routine really good?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd watch that still. It's more about the moms making awkward small talk. Yeah, so that's more about what I was talking about before.
When that one mom goes, yeah, I was a dancer.
Oh, Abby
I've danced with Abby Lee for
Okay,
37 years. I go, how fucking old is Abby Lee? This is crazy.
How old is that woman also?
She's like, she basically was like, my grandmother danced with Abby
Yeah,
Lee.
totally.
My great grandmother danced
It's a
with
family
Abby Lee.
tradition to dance with Abby Lee. I'm going the
37
studio or
years?
the woman.
How old could she possibly be?
And is she a changeling?
This is crazy.
Is Abby Lee a vampire?
Like, there's something going on with that. That was really shocking.
You look back in pictures of like the 1800s and it's Abby
Abby
Lee
Lee.
unchained
Yeah.
teaching dance. I
That was kind of a shocking
because she
revelation.
didn't say I've known Abby Lee for 37 years. She says I've danced with her.
Yeah.
Does she mean side by side?
Oh.
I don't know.
No, I took it as, I
She's
even
been my
think she
teacher.
says it. She was my teacher.
I know. So I don't know why, where, when.
Whoa.
I say so many tears in dance. It is crazy watching this as an adult. Maddie, child dancer, goes, I don't know what's wrong. I'm sick. I'm like, obviously it's the fucking reality TV crew. The pressure on you from these weird parents. Your mom's probably acting so weird today because you're on TV.
Yeah.
Like,
It's crippling
of course
anxiety.
you're sick. This is like me when
She's sick with anxiety, stress.
and then she's puking.
Oh,
and the way these kids are crying is so visceral.
Oh, God.
It reminds me of dance class so much. These were the tears shed. They were not tiny tears that you wiped away.
Why is
They
there
were,
so much crying in dance?
I don't know. I think it's something about like like moving so much, being so physically exhausted, then getting yelled at. Because you're always getting yelled at.
Oh.
You're never
That's just
not.
normal?
Yeah. Abby Lee's a bit much, but like
It is
not
that?
much different.
Wow.
No. Especially if you have and I don't want to say a Russian ballet teacher as like a general.
No, say it.
But a Russian ballet teacher
I've seen that in John Wick.
A Russian ballet teacher will rock you, sock you, bring you to your core.
I believe
point out
that.
every single thing wrong with you.
Yeah.
Without even batting an eye. You'll never make it. Your
Well,
ass
they
is
have
too
a very
fat.
tell it like it is kind of ethos in general.
Your ass is too fat.
Yeah.
You'll never make it. You have no turnout. And honestly, it's embarrassing that you're here.
This turnout thing seems to be a big deal.
Turnout's big. Turnout is gonna be big. I have none. Never have. Never will. Okay. The mom also says at one point, I can't. This is like an evil witch. I can't stand a child who's sick.
Oh, yeah, that was so funny.
Fucking give her an apple, dear love.
You know, it was funny when
Let's
that
hear.
same mom who has been dancing with Abby Lee for 37 years, she goes, she's sitting beside her two daughters they look absolutely miserable.
Yeah.
She goes, sometimes my daughters are mean to me. She had nervous laughter.
Yeah.
Both kids look like they're about to shank her.
I love the sort of like Daria style diva daughter.
The 13-year-old.
She goes, Mom, I don't want to dance anymore. I want to cheer. I go, that's the most radical thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, but I was kind of like, why is she dancing with the little kids if she's so good?
Yeah. She might
Isn't
not
that
be
weird?
so good. Well, if you're dancing with the little kids.
She's 13-year-old. Aren't they kind of like maybe 10?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Listen.
I was triggered as someone, my sailing history.
I know your sailing history. I also would say the politics of dance. This shit gets. Why is so and so dancing with the intermediate group and not the seniors?
Oh God, what a terrible.
And that's going around to all the moms. They all have different opinions and they're all talking about it like hens.
Yeah.
And then the kids are all talking about it too. You think that makes for A, a good environment, or B, a toxic bullying environment? Okay, so I say one note, plastic surgery's come a long way.
Oh. Slam. Okay, let's just get to the meat and potatoes.
So the mom's
the standout character. No, the standout.
Who's the
to
standout?
me, star of this episode.
Vivian,
the owner of Candy Apple Studios.
Okay, so I blocked Candy Apple Studios. Well, CIS.
The owner, famously, of Candy Apple Studios.
Child Services.
To Abby.
Candy Apple Studios.
I own Candy Apple Studios. Ever heard of it? Completely blank face from Abby.
So Candy is a character that comes in when I was speaking earlier of red and yellow.
Candy, she's an odd duck, as one
She's
might
an odd
say.
duck.
She's a kook.
She's an odd duck. I don't know her living
And she comes
situation.
by it honestly that she's a kook.
She is really authentic. I think it is one of those crazy, quirky people when you meet them that if in your life that if they were to have ever been tempted by a reality show wanting to feature them, I think this is how it would go. I don't think there's any other way. We see glimpses of her house. We see glimpses, honestly, of her acting. We see a lot of acting, and there's nothing on a reality show worse than
She definitely saw this as like my opportunity.
This is an audition.
Yeah. This could be my chance.
Well, this is my breakout role.
Yeah.
And my daughter dancing that's whatever.
Right.
But this is
But I might get an
acting. I make an agent
series out of this. A
Candy's app
segue series.
Sequel. Premier? What am I saying?
What is it called when someone like breaks off and gets their own? Don't you feel like there's a gas leak in here?
If there
my
isn't,
brain
I'm
is like
actually scared.
disintegrating.
No, it's
was it
crazy.
that candy?
I
That
pray.
birthday? That candy can?
Oh, well, that's why we had it.
Candy
Apple
Candy?
Studio.
Yeah.
And so Candy has a child. I say I don't have the words to describe her. She's obviously auditioning to be part of the TLC network. She does make a comment that's very cringy to Abby Lee. Abby Lee goes, so you're trying to get your kid an audition, not you. She goes, oh, no, I'm fine. And Abby Lee goes, so you're not trying to be a dance teacher? She goes, no, not yet.
Oh, Candy.
So that kind of reveals her
Candy.
sort of energy going into this. We see her kid being
she's
auditioned.
Fun.
There's no way to describe it. You go to her house and you see little ducks, like pictures of ducks, little bunnies. I hope it's Easter. You see little weird woodland creatures. You see weird wallpaper. And I hate to say it, but the wallpaper was weird. I don't know her living situation. She got a kid. She said she's an older mom.
Yeah.
And so she gets Botox a F ton so that,
And again, she comes by it honestly.
And she's got a tiny little white dog. That's put
Candy,
that together.
That's Candy Apple Studios for you.
And I pray Candy Apple Studios doesn't have a fixed address. So I don't know. So then we go to the...
Okay, something really striking happened to
the fight.
me.
What happened?
Okay, well, there's a huge fight.
There's a huge fight. One mom freaks out, but again,
there's a huge fight. Is that real?
That's
the
Juilliard.
cops came.
That was cast.
The cops came.
No,
I was
the
like,
monologue that was happening.
Is this real?
The acting stank.
The way
dripping off that woman.
Minister Dawn
was
popping
Minister Dawn was porping off. She had lines canned in her back
What
pocket.
was she saying? She's like,
You think
the way
you think you're educated,
right, but you're not always right.
I am a minister, and when Jesus sees
Jesus was being invoked.
Jesus was being invoked. She was following her throughout the studio, which honestly
She was chasing her.
She was chasing her.
It did become a full-on chase where they were kind of like, it's like when I chase the dog around the coffee table. Like, it just kept going.
It really did keep going. So you are like,
maybe it was real.
But maybe they just kind of wound her up and were like, do your thing, honey.
Yeah,
like, act.
let her loose.
Like, this is your chance to be on a TLC show.
Right.
Because she was like, my husband.
Yeah.
It was like very like.
Yes, it was theatrical.
I felt like I was watching a first year York University play. There was a lot going on. But then we go from that. That's very fun. I do love watching moms fight. And this did happen at our dance studio.
Oh.
We'd have moms come in the room. I need to talk to you right now.
Really?
I loved that ish. It was never my mom because she wasn't there.
Oh, it's
But
fun if you got to watch.
It was fun to watch.
Terrible if you're the kid
Loved
with that upset stomach feeling.
Upset
as a
stomach
kid.
feeling. You're watching your mom. You go, Mom,
God,
stop,
horrible.
please.
That's horrible.
Oof. As the other kid, you're going, thank God that's not my mom.
Yeah.
Loved it. This
is what I was going to say.
Okay, let's hear.
I had a really striking moment when they're at competition. So they're all dolled up. And
Guys,
they
we go
do
to competition.
And we get a close up on one of the kids' makeups. And I go, holy fuck. I did Dance Mom kid makeup today. And it's so crazy because I hadn't even started the episode yet. And I started doing my makeup and I did it completely different than I ever do it. And I even said to Joel at one point, I go, I absolutely hate how I did my makeup today, but I can't go back now. I've gone too far.
You go, my makeup looks like something I can't quite put
No,
my
totally.
finger
It's
on.
like, it's so out of what I normally do. And all the colors were different and I hated. And I was like, what is happening right now? Like, what possessed me to do this?
You close your bathroom
and then there's
mirror.
like a close up on like Nia or something with her makeup. And I go, that's literally exactly what I did.
You close your bathroom mirror, Abby Lee.
I have a birthday hat on.
You have a birthday hat, Abby Lee standing behind you.
Party's playing.
And then you blink, it's gone.
It was like eerie how something
You do have
came
Nia's makeup
into
on
me.
right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Something came into me today and did this makeup. And again, I hadn't even started the episode yet. Yeah, I was hearing a lot of moves I've never
lot
heard
of
of before.
jetés, chanes, sautes, sissons. Now, at the competition, we have a really good blend here of moms sucking up to Abby when they can. Moms getting fed up with it is kind of toxic relationship 101.
Right.
Sucking up, trying to stay in the good books, then getting pissed. Let's go drink,
Okay,
girls.
you know, it's that thing of like when the sun shines on you, feels so good. It's like they're willing to lap it up when their kids at the top of the
when
pyramid.
their kids are on top of the pyramid, you're lapping it up.
But when you're on the bottom of the pyramid,
when you're at the bottom of the pyramid, you're finding yourself 20 minutes to curtain
Showtime.
call, and you're sitting at the goddamn hotel bar, getting blackout on white wine, having a fishbowl of white wine, and Abby Lee's coming over and saying, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" Which not appropriate for relationship at all.
no, there was
on neither side.
such strange crossover
Enmeshed
happening.
family dynamics with
of
the dance
like
moms and Abby
personal
Lee.
lives. It's like these moms are still independent, like able to have personal lives.
But then on the reverse side, I am going, it is kind of annoying to leave your kid with other moms, expect them to babysit while you go drink.
well, it was
Drink with your kid.
illuminating to
Let them have
me
some
of
white wine.
how much involvement the moms, because I guess they actually are responsible for getting their kids done up, which I didn't realize. But it's like, yeah, of course they are.
Of course they are.
Who else is going to do it?
Well, and the biggest issue, and this actually freaked me out, the moms drink, we come back, we're starting to fight because party actually does come third. And they get a 274.
And honestly, I gotta say, even as an amateur dancer, I was watching that routine and I was going, I'm not impressed.
I say not to be whatever.
This is chaotic.
Not to be whatever, but Abby was right. It's messy and not good.
It was messy and not in a good way.
And they weren't pointing their fucking toes. She was right. They weren't pointing their toes. The trio,
I was not, and also the costume. I was
terrible.
not loving it.
No, it's Pennywise, penny loafers. I don't know. Whatever.
A birthday
Dollarama
hat
is what I meant to
Let's
say.
just say, if you find yourself wearing a birthday hat,
You might be at a party.
You might be getting third in the dance competition.
Also, too, the trio, we do have a costume malfunction where a scarf basically goes Star Trek on her ass.
I hate to laugh at a small child, but honestly, that was killing me. The parent is watching in horror as their kid goes fully blinded.
Totally.
Star Trek style. Her little fucking headband
Bandana.
is fully over her eyes now, and the kid just keeps going. She's dancing blind. That was getting me. That was really getting me.
I was pissing at her dancing blind. That is funny as hell, dude. Like, that's funny knowing the moves and knowing. And I was knowing some adults told you, "Do stop fussing with your costume. Don't touch your costume."
I was kind of torn. I was like, "Is that the move? Is just keep on going?"
No.
Or it's like, fix it, pull it off, do something.
As a kid, you're not really thinking like, if I just whip this off quickly, that's going to be way less of a distraction than
watch a bunch of parents watching as you're blindly dancing.
Well, almost as you watch a magician who's blindfolded, like untying themselves in a water tank. That's how it feels because you're like, is she going to crash? You're scared. But I was laughing really hard at that. And because of that costume malfunction, Abby yells at the moms. So it does appear we focus on the two moms that got drunk. One of their kids has a costume malfunction. The other one burns a child with a curling iron.
Yeah.
And the message is don't drink at dance competition.
Yeah, totally.
You're going to get in trouble. But you know what sucks? It's like when I take a gummy or like smoke a little weed and I'm having fun and then I fuck something up, I'm always like, these people are going to think it's because of the weed or the gum.
It's like, it's not that. This would have happened regardless.
Yeah. Stop blaming it.
And the mom fought back just as strongly as you did to the woman who accused you of shoplifting. She goes,
totally.
It didn't fall off. It fell down. It didn't fall. She's screaming. It didn't fall off. It fell down.
And the last line Abby has in the whole show, that woman goes, mistakes like this happen. And Abby kind of reveals something about her childhood. Mistakes like this don't happen to me. Oh. And I go, let's get you in the chair. Let's talk.
I want to hear more.
I want to hear about that.
Yeah.
I want to hear about
how
the Abby.
did we get to the Abby we see today?
I want to see the Abby.
That actually kind of does make me want to do a deep dive on this chick because I know it's in the ether. I know there's something of like she's been canceled. I don't know for what.
If it's money laundering. But is it
isn't
sinister?
She in the new series?
Don't know.
Oh, maybe it is a money thing.
Yeah.
Which everyone's kind of willing to like overlook.
No one cares about money these days.
No one cares.
Yeah, we all know. But you know, if it's something worse, then pretend we didn't say that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
is that a sneeze or someone being murdered?
Someone's choking in the building.
Regardless what it is, we should probably go check it out. And that's us signing off for the day. Thank you so much for listening. That was Dance Moms. You know, I didn't dig into my trauma as much as I could have, and you should be thankful for that. My address is going to be listed below. You can send your thank you cards there. I am Maddie Foley. That's Liv Colic. We are 30 going on 13. We honestly love you. Please follow us on everything. Instagram, TikTok. I think that's it. YouTube. Follow it. Subscribe, like, comment. Patreon. If you want, go for it. Check it out. We got extra content there. Every week.
Just gonna say con. We have extra con.
What was I gonna say there?
You just bailed and you said content.
Bored of myself. Content, whatever. And that's gonna do it for us. We love you so much. If we had a sign off, we don't have a sign off for the show. If we did, my sign off would be
party.
5, 6, 7, 8. Party. You get excited to say 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you say party. Time.
Oh, sorry.
Matt Yon's taking us out. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.